This is our pitch for our short film with the adjustment.
It's basically about an astronaut who comes back to Earth after like a year in space, and he's having this adjustment period, hence the name of the title. And it's when astronauts come back from space, they tend to like, obviously they're getting used to gravity again and that, and it causes lots of like funny little quirky mishaps usually. And we want to play on that idea and get the comic and humour from it.
So we've kind of changed our plot a bit since then to make it more like flow-messy. So starting off with him doing an interview explaining the whole gravity situation, and then he's going to be making like something for his mum, and he's just going to drop everything. And then in the end he gives up and goes to a flower shop and he buys some flowers. And at the bus stop he drops the flowers and doesn't realise. So he goes to his mum's house and he realises he doesn't have a present for her. And that's where he picks up the rock from the floor and says it's a rock from space. And she takes it and goes inside. And then the last shot is a plot twist where the parents are sitting down and the rock just kind of floats across the screen.
Applying Freytag's pyramid to our short film, we've got the exposition is Adam comes home from space and does the normal everyday things. The rising section, he starts dropping things accidentally, and it starts in a news interview, hence the documentary style. The climax of the film, a montage of humorous shots of him dropping everything while he's making a cake. And the resolution is the rock floating across the screen. Resolution is the plot twist because we wanted to finish with a cliffhanger. It's typical technique of short films, and took the idea of the ending twist in the short film and equality.
Production schedule. Research should be done by the end of October, Richard. Filming we aim to finish, to film within November and finish at the beginning of December. That's on track so far. Post-production, we don't have any special effects or anything too difficult to do, so that should be done by the end of
Apart from the rock
The
floating
rock,
across
yeah.
the screen.
Mask the
Yeah.
string or whatever.
Yeah.
costs is going to be fairly cheap to do because all we've got to do is cover travel expenses for actors and then food
Our
and
actor's
drinks.
really local now as well, so we don't really need to do that.
The requirements for our actor were quite similar to astronauts because obviously you have to spend like a ton of space, so it has to be physically fit. They can't be too young, but then they also can't be too old, so they're like mid like 30s to 40s, and they need to be quite high, tall, not high. Yeah. And they also, we can't have, even if the actor has glasses, we can't have them wearing them because like astronauts also have to have like perfect vision and everything, so yeah.
So the main character is the astronaut Adam Quinn. His mum's Edna, his dad's Peter, and then we have the man at the bus stop, which is used for reactions, but we've changed it to a girl now. And then we just have like, the interviewer and a couple extras.
Adam Quinn, he's our character, so he's going to be physically fit like an astronaut, young, like middle-aged, smart, and lacks common sense.
His parents are just the typical old. You know
It's
what I
just
mean?
right off a whole generation.
They're
Typical old.
sweeping statements.
Yeah, they're sweet, loving, old, but just normal sort of. A bit sassy, isn't it? A bit sassy.
The man at the bus stop, well, she is going to be confused, and we're just going to like zoom in her reactions for comic effect.
We have our locations already, and they're local and around town and stuff. Like we've got what bus that we're going to use chosen, and we've planned like when we're filming at each location now. And yeah, that's going to happen in the next 2 weeks.
We're not using the gym or the beach
No.
either.
The props we're going to use are the rock that floats across the 3 newspaper, the bouquet of flowers. We're not using gym weights anymore. Won't be using ice cream or fake sand. Coke. We're using the treadmill. We're using flour and eggs for the cake making. Adam Quinn's going to be wearing a NASA t-shirt to show that he's an astronaut.
Find this kid. Target audience. We're looking at like teens to young adults, gender male or female. It's not really a gender targeted one. Demographics would be lower to middle class, well, lower middle class, below. Whereas we believe our plot seems to be pointed more towards a specific audience above, because the genre of such a low budget of short film is more attractive to young people. The humour is more young adult than some old older or younger. It's targeted towards people who also create short films and it can give them inspiration for their own ideas.
The conventions that we're going to use are obviously following main character. We're going to use comical fonts and titles to show the genre, which is comedy and mockumentary. We're also going to use we're going to give it a kind of satirical feel, like with the camera shots and stuff. And the audience, they're going to be able to tell it isn't like a serious film, what with all the like zooming in and reaction shots from a lot of the characters.
So this was one of our backup plans, and it was kind of like a documentary called Home, and we were going to interview like a range of people and see what their idea of home was, and just see how people live differently. We thought it would be difficult to see like a lot of people to interview like from a diverse range, because it's not very diverse around here. So we thought it would be better not to do that.
And also, where it's like documentary and a lot of it was like sitting like in the room like talking, like there wouldn't be much chance to use like camera shots and stuff.
Our other backup plan was Crisis. We originally wanted to do a documentary on a Syrian refugee who's illegally travelled to England. We'd chosen to do it on Hassan Akkad, who starred in the BBC documentary Exodus. But we decided against it because it was too difficult to get hold of him, and finding another refugee who spoke the English would be too hard.
Like we did speak to him, but he's in like Amsterdam at the moment, so it's kind of clashes.